Come, Holy Spirit, unite us to Jesus. Give us to the Father. The most holy Trinity, the mystery of all mysteries, God who in himself is a communion of life. God who in himself is a communion of love. Last November, I had this experience. I was invited and welcomed to stay a week into the Leipzig's family home. They live in Long Prairie in central Minnesota. My friend, Father Doug, he's the second of 9 children in their family. And I've been going to their home for about 13 years, enjoying their life, living in their company, and sharing in their love. But it didn't really strike me until this last year, the profound gift of sharing and generously sharing, generously opening one's doors. What it means to be invited into another family's goodness, life, and love. It was in November, and I was there sitting in a tree stand in the woods. It was after the week of being in their family home, enjoying that company, sharing meals, praying together, using their space, and yes, deer hunting on their land, which is good deer hunting land. And I thought to myself, you know what? If I was Father Doug, this friend who is from this family, I wouldn't invite anybody here. It's too good. It's too amazing. I'd want to keep it all to myself. It'd be a hesitancy, a struggle to share. And it just struck me so clearly, so powerfully, what the gift of love is, the gift of being invited and welcomed into the life of another, the goodness of another. This is God. This is the Holy Trinity, the most dynamic communion of life and love there could ever be. And who is the Holy Trinity? The perfect family of divine life and divine love. And God invites us to share in this love, his love. It's the whole reason that we are here. Why did God create us? In order to share in his life, in order to share in his love. Why did his son Christ establish the church? In order to bring us into the life and the love of God, to restore the life and the love between God and us. So we go from creation to the church. And then in the church in particular, why did Christ give us the priesthood? To provide the bridge, a bridge that unites people to God and God to people. And how is it in particular that the priesthood does this, or is the instrument? It's by way of the liturgy, the sacraments that come to us from God through his church and in the priesthood. I want to highlight in particular the worship of the Mass, this action that we partake in. It's through the liturgy, through this, the Mass, that we are brought into the very life of the Trinity. The Mass is all about the Trinity. Our personal prayer is a gift, but it's the liturgy, the Mass, when we are together, given us by Jesus, that we participate and join in the very life of God. What is the Mass? It's the life, love, and work of the Holy Trinity. Every Mass, what are we doing? We're praying in the Holy Spirit, in the power of the Holy Spirit. So we spoke about last week, we're given life and unity and our mission by the power of the Holy Spirit. And in fact, we're joined with the Son. And we're joined with the Son, the power of the Holy Spirit, in order to make offering to God our Father. This is the gift of the Eucharist revival that we've been beginning hearing about and will continue with. The whole point of the Mass, this worship, is to partake in the life, love, and the work of God, the Holy Trinity. To give the worship of Jesus to the Father by the power of the Holy Spirit. Next weekend, as we know, will be Corpus Christi. It's the feast of the body and blood of Christ. It will be a particular reminder that this, the Mass, primarily is an offering of what is given, a sacrifice, truly the one perfect offering of Jesus to the Father. And it's by the power of the Holy Spirit that we join at the altar the offering of Jesus to the Father. You saw this in the insert last weekend, perhaps, as a way to begin this parish year of Eucharist revival, to deepen our sense and understanding of the work of God in the Mass, the power of the Holy Spirit, being one with Jesus in the offering to the Father. As a visual sign and symbol, the Mass we will offer ad orientem. This means that with the priests, we will all worship in one direction. And what a gift that the Mass, it's an invitation to share together, united together as one in the life, love, and work of the most Holy Trinity.